state of mind. I'm originally from New York, but just living in Charlotte right now, and just very interested in being a radio personality. I'm there to inspire, to encourage, to uplift, talk about worldly views, love on people, get the people's opinion, spread a little bit of love around the world.
Is that what an empire state of mind is?
Yeah, it's about motivation. It's about building an empire, and it doesn't always have to be about money.
Yeah.
Building an empire, you building people. You building people up. You're lifting them up. You giving them purpose, or you allowing them to find their passion. So empire can be a state of being. A state of mind. What do you enjoy doing? What is it about you that's so special? What do you bring to the world?
Now, that's crazy because my mind went someplace completely else. She said an empire state of mind, and the Empire Building is in New York.
Right.
And those of you who know me know I'm a jazz fanatic. So Mel Torme has this song called I'm in a New York state of mind.
Yes, I know about that song.
And then to hear the brogue, I love your voice.
Thank
she said,
you.
I'm from New York.
Right.
I said, that is so ooh-wee. Right.
Yeah.
Adrian, are we ready for George of the World?
Right.
All right, she said, we ready. We're going to George of the World. And while she's gone, I'm going to make a phone call. So when you come back, I'll be on the phone with somebody talking about the wish list, okay?
Okay,
All
that's
right.
what's up. All right.
Now, let me see who I'm going to call first. Now, remember, we still live, so
Okay,
we got
all
to
right.
I'm going to call my baby first.
All right.
My little son,
I'm just trying to feed off your energy.
My
you know
reason
that?
for doing the stuff I do.
Okay, that's what's up. Because you got to have a reason, right?
This cat here, I'm here to tell you. Now let me, I'm trying to get him to this newfangled phone stuff, Y'all know I had a flip phone for the longest. So you just gonna have to bear with me. Girl, I did.
You're going to have to come on. I had that now.
They made me get this phone.
Yeah.
So and now I can't use it. I don't know. I have to ask somebody every time something come up.
Right.
Let me see if I can get him to answer the phone. I told him I'm subject to call him any given day on my show.
Right.
So preferably.
Hello.
Hey, babe.
Huh?
What's going on, man?
What up, Doe? Working. Listen, I'm doing my show, and Lucci is here with me. You don't know her yet, but you'll meet her.
Yes, ma'am.
She's
Yes,
from New York. Got a brogue like you wouldn't even begin to believe. But listen, we're going with Christmas wishes. So my question now is let me see how we do this. What do you wish for Christmas?
I'm kind of older now, so it used to be stuff for me, then it was stuff for my kids, and I was gonna make sure my mom and family happy. As long as everybody else straight, I'm good.
Aw, baby,
nice.
that's so sweet.
Yes.
I love you so much. I was telling them, they said, what's the first phone call you gonna make? I said, first phone call I'm gonna make is to, other than God, my reason for living. And now I need the world to understand that this is my only child, and I love him to life. I promise you I do. I really do. I sometimes, we live like 2.5, 3 hours apart.
Okay.
And sometimes I get lonely. Being alone is great because I'm the best company I know. But sometimes when you're lonely, the first person I always call is him, so that we got this thing, that gets greater later,
Right,
so
right.
whenever each one of us needs to hear it, that's what we say. So look, babe, I know you at work, and you got stuff to do. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to say bye-bye and say I love you, and prayerfully we'll see each other soon.
And don't.
I love you too, man.
All right, babe.
I was gonna say, don't ever say bye-bye. Say see you later.
Did you hear that?
No, what'd you say?
She said don't ever say bye-bye, say see you later.
All right, see you later.
Now, that's like I am with sorry. Well, you get that, right?
Yeah.
Got you. Love you, babe.
All right, love you easy.
All right.
You too.
Bye-bye.
That's awesome because I have one son too, but we don't have that connection like that, and that's what right now sitting here, I come to what I would want for Christmas is.
Oh, well, wait a minute. Hold on. See, what I want you to do is wait for that. Let's put this on the radio because my baby didn't get to be on the radio.
Oh, okay.
We was doing it live.
Okay, that's what's up. My bad.
Okay.
Look, my bad.
Uh-uh.
All right, in 3, 2.
Okay, so now while you guys were listening to Whitney Houston's Joy to the World, I called the reason for my joy in the world. I called my child, and he was at work, so we couldn't talk long, so I couldn't wait for you guys to come back after the music. I had to get my little conversation in with him while I had it. And I'm sitting here, and I asked him what he wanted for Christmas, and he said to me that now that he's older, it's not about stuff for him. As long as his mom is healthy and his kids are okay, his family's all right, he's good. And that made me kind of like swell up because I know, I did something right, you know. Mind you, I don't take all the credit for it because I know as a single parent, I had to have a village of folk to help him become the man that he is. I love him to life. And when I said that, my chick said, well, I got one son too. Something else we got in common.
Right.
You know? In a minute, it's just like, whoa, so tell me about your baby.
Okay, so I had my baby when I was younger, you know.
Didn't we all? I was real young.
I was real young.
I was fast.
Me too.
Yeah,
me too,
I was fast.
You know, I think that's just
I don't tell nobody my age now because I was so fast, but go ahead.
Okay, so, I wasn't brought up in the best environment myself, so I didn't really know how to love him. But I knew I loved him enough to know that I didn't want to raise him to hurt him, so I let him to be a grandma's baby, and that kind of deterred our relationship. I guess he grew up a little mad about it. I don't know, but what I'm thinking about right now is I love him. He knows that I love him, and I try to make things right between us because I was always there. I didn't just walk away, but I took care of him. But we're not as close as I would like for us to be. And it got a lot to do with me not being able to give everything that I had. Because I didn't know. You know what I mean?
Wait a minute, hold on. I got to disagree with you. Because there's no way that you cannot give everything you have if you're giving everything you have. Now, if you did the best you could at what you were doing, I like this thing Bill Withers says is the most you can ever do is the best you can.
Right.
And that's it.
Right.
If you did the best you could, then that's the most you can do. And you don't have to, and you shouldn't have any regrets or think backs or take backs or what if I only had.
Right.
I believe and I am a spiritual, faithful, I am a Christian.
Right.
And the Lord will lead you to what you need to do. Maybe at that time, like you said, you were young and you couldn't have given him the guidance that he needed to have.
Right.
But your mother and her wisdom did. So that makes you a wise woman in finding and realizing that your mother was the wise woman that he needed.
Well, it was actually his dad's mom.
Whosoever mom.
Right.
It was a mother.
I thought that was the best thing for him. And I wish that me and him could be closer because he's an adult now and he has 3 kids. I'm a grandma, you know.
Good for y'all. I got 3 too.
So it's like, that's like a love I want. But because me and him are not so close, it seems like I'm not allowed to be close to the grandchildren because he's in Florida and I'm here. I'm just trying to get him to understand that he has to be a man, He's all about the women,
Wait a minute, hold on. He has 3 children. Don't you say he's not married?
No, he's not married. No. No.
So you got a player.
Oh, yeah, ladies, man.
That means absolutely nothing because let me tell you something about my child. He's married.
Right.
He has 3 children and he comes from a long line. Can I say this? Yeah, he comes from,
all right, I understand.
On both sides,
understand,
pimps, players, hustlers, hoes, and cash trash talkers.
Okay.
And we all got it. They happen to be doctors, lawyers, educators. But the horism on his dad's side was Master Mac.
Right.
And trust and believe. My child has that in him.
Yes.
But he also understands based on his mother's look. When you decided to lay down with somebody and make a baby, make sure it's somebody that you can wake up with because you got to raise that baby. I'm not going to.
Right.
And I thank God that he's done that. He has 3 children. I call them Winkin', Blinkin', and Nod. It's Corey, Kayla, and Mario.
That's so sweet.
They're 20, 18, and 16.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
And
okay.
I'm like, what the world? As a matter of fact, they were on my show a couple of weeks ago. At least Corey was because he came down and spent Thanksgiving with me.
Yeah.
And so, you put into your children all that you can, that you know that to be good. But you can't apologize or wish later because, see, it is what it is. What you do now is you work from this point on to strive to be a better grandma or the best grandma that you can be. And that's because your grandma level is not up to somebody else's grandma level. Doesn't mean that you're not the best grandma you can be.
Right.
You do what works for you. What works for Lucci. Because, see, Lucci can't be nobody else. As a matter of fact, I wouldn't even want you to try and be anybody else because I love you just as you are.
Exactly.
And the children and him and the mothers of these children will do the same thing. Like I said, the most you can ever do is the best you can.
Right.
So now we're going to go with that. I got to play some more music. And then I'm going to wait for y'all to come back. I'm going to call somebody else. So we just...
I appreciate that.
Yeah,
I needed that knowledge. I needed that.
Let me tell you something. when you are a single parent, you have a lot of responsibilities. First and foremost, to love, educate, house, feed,
Right.
and this baby. But then you also have an obligation to find a village. There's a village that you need to help you, especially when you're female. Now, I can lace them up real tight, but there's some man things I know nothing about.
That's exactly
I
what.
know nothing about, and I didn't even try to fake it. I went out and found some men that I respected, all ages, and my father, my brothers,
Yeah.
neighbors, all of that, people I worked with. He had a plethora of men
Right.
to go to when he needed this, that, and third. Now I could teach him. I could teach him all the stuff he needed to know internally in terms of like what to do in the house, this, that,
Right.
catch on fire. I could help him, change a flat and all that stuff. But the things that a man needs to know,
I
you
can't
gotta-
teach them.
I can't teach men.
I couldn't
And that
teach
kills
them.
me. Women do this, that's my man. That's my man. He ain't no man. He can't pay no bills. He ain't got no job. Stop that. Because see, what you're doing is you're ruining him. He will not be good for anybody else when he gets older. Any woman he hooks up with, he'll be looking like, he the man, you supposed to pay the bills. And that's not how it goes.
Well,
That's
and no, listen, and that's the whole issue that I have because I'm grateful for his grandmother, but he didn't do no wrong.
Oh.
So once he came back to live within my household, I'm trying to teach him responsibility. And by that time, he
couldn't-
was so used to having his way that he ain't willing to change. So it's just a long story.
So not
you
only
know?
is it he's not gonna do no wrong, he just not gonna do nothing.
Exactly, and
Nah.
it caused him. I see the potential. I know that he could be greater, but he has to know it. And he's never been pushed to be greater. And now the time that I had him, and I'm trying to push him, he's already set in that spoil rot, and I get my way.
Mama's boys,
Right.
and all that kind of stuff. The difference
Right.
between men and boys is not, always the cost of things, just me, the size of their toys. But anyway.
Oh, you better go ahead and
Right.
say it now.
We getting ready to put this
I love this lady.
silent light by the Temptations on, and when they all come back, I'm gonna have Gwen Holt on the phone. All right,
Okay. All
take
right.
us there,
That's what's up.
please, please, please.
I loves this show. You is the bomb, honey.
It's crazy,
I love
crazy,
it.
crazy.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm gonna call Gwen Holt and tell her that she gonna be on my show in just a second or two or three or four. But yeah, my baby, I loved the ground his father walked on. You hear me?
Ooh, girl.
Oh my, the boy
Girl.
couldn't do no wrong. Oh Jesus, and we are best friends today.
That's what's up.
Now
'Cause-
Rick was and I ruined it.
You
Now,
did?
I did because he was Andy Gump of the world. Wore lopsided flow, high water pants. All he had was a nice car, and he was good looking. And he
Right.
kept that car clean. Girl, I taught him how to dress and how to walk. The Superfly and Mac came out. Doom, doom,
That
doom.
was it. That was it.
They was pitching it at him out of both panty legs, and I'm like, and he was catching it because, like I said, he was a gun. By the time I got through, he was Mac Daddy of the world and did not have time for me. But by that time, I'm with child, not knowing it, and. We went on. He has Lord knows how many children, but that's his little red wagon. He had to pull it. He
Right.
always took care of mine. And to this day, we are the very best of friends. We have a connection. I can have a down day. Like yesterday, I had one of them just suck days, and I was a clear blue. He called Angel, Angel, Angel. I said, "Hey, baby." He said, "I just called to let you know that I love you." That's why I don't let
Oh, that's
anybody.
wonderful.
Anybody call me Angel. That's we talk, and sometimes when he's down, he'll call me, and we talk once a week at least, if no more than say, "Hey, I love you," and hang up the phone. That
I envy you.
Yeah,
I really
we,
envy
we
you
have
'cause
an excellent understanding, and
I can't even have a relationship with my son's father. And it's so to the point where I think that if me and him was able to have that at least communication, my son could have been better. You know what I mean? It's like a lot of things. He got married, went on about his business.
left you and the baby.
Yeah, basically, and then had babies right after we had ours. Like he was a player from the Himalayas.
What is it about women like us? We just forget this.
I was in love.
Come on, Angel, take me back. Oh, well, hold on. Let me
That's
see.
all. That's
Yeah.
all I can say. I was
Take me
in
back.
love.
Yeah, take me back. Come on. I'm going right now. 2, 1.
Yes.
Well, I wish I could hear this. We having some conversation.
Yes.
You have no idea.
And it's good
We
to
are-
tell your story.
Yeah, it is.
Good
It
to
is.
tell your
I'm
story.
getting ready to call my friend Gwen, and she gonna tell us what's on her wish list. Cause see, what we need to be wishing. Hey, Gwen, what's going on with you?
Oh, nothing. How you doing?
Happy, happy, black and happy. The story of my life. So I need you to tell me. Just wait a minute. Hold on. My producer's giving me some kind of crazy look. Babe, what you want me to do? Okay, I got to use my mic to talk to you, not the other mic. Here we go. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Can you hear her? Good. Now, we just sitting and discussing life and stuff in life. Tell me just what it is you wish for Christmas.
I wish happiness for everybody.
Thank you.
And I wish I could have a brand new car.
Girl, what kind of car?
A Jeep?
A
Any
Jeep.
kind of Jeep. That's one of my wishes.
So you want everybody to be happy. Thank you so much for that.
Thank you.
Family.
And you want a Jeep. And anything personal other than the Jeep?
I think I would like to have a male friend for this year coming up.
Girl,
I
no, we know it.
I know that. That's right.
Yep. Well, listen, I thank you so very much
Right.
for sharing your wishes. Because now you guys over here fanning. Because I think everybody want that man for the next year. You know,
Right.
I just told Lucci, my partner, I said, "Girl, I'm so sick of this year. I'm ready for this Christmas mess to be over. Let's go from here to Lent.
Yeah.
I don't even want to do Valentine's Day.
Yeah.
Let's bunk it off.
We done.
The romance thing is over with. Unless Santa delivers, and you know Santa got to be God to deliver somebody to me. And I don't necessarily want a Boaz, because everybody looking for a Boaz. By the time Boaz get here, he gonna be wore out.
Yeah, he done.
So all I want God to do is send me my mate, whosoever it may be. Send me the cat daddy for me. And I now wish for him to send, because a nicer person, I don't know, that's my road dog, Gwen. When I first moved to Charlotte, she took me in like a sister and showed me the ropes, and she always looks out for me. She could be doing absolutely nothing and call me and say, hey, what you doing? Let's go do this.
Right.
And I could never express or explain to her just how much that means to me, because I live in the boonies by myself with a dog. I don't know much about Charlotte, but she never ever leaves me out.
No,
you know?
that's
I'm
so wonderful.
I can count on Gwen to call me, even if it's just for information. So from my heart to your heart, baby, I love you to life. I wish you the very merriest of Christmas. We're going to get off this phone. Me and you will talk in the morning about some other stuff we're trying to do.
Okay.
All right, baby.
Good evening.
Thanks. All righty. Bye-bye.
I know that spirit of yours.
She, when I moved here, let me tell you the story. You don't know the story about me moving here, so I don't mind sharing it with you. I'm a person who's positive. I do not handle failure well. For me to fail at something is like, I'm going through some stuff right now because I feel like I failed at something. But I joined the circus in 1999, I think I was joining the circus. And by 2004, the circus was over. When I say the circus, I mean the two-ring circus. I got married.
Okay. I was just new.
Yeah, Adrian looking like, what did Sam he or she say? Yeah, I got married.
Okay.
That called it the two-ring circus. And when
Okay.
it failed, I like to have lost my mind because, like I said, I'm not a person who's accustomed to failing. And it took me a while to find out that it takes two people to fail. And although I took these vows and promised God and these other people that I would be with this man from now on, he was playing and I got played. So I got divorced. I had some time left with General Motors, so I moved to Toodly-Doo. That's Toledo. I call it Toodly-Doo because unless you drink beer or bowl, there's absolutely nothing there for you to do but hit I-75 heading to Detroit.
Okay.
So when they came around at some time there, you thinking about retiring? No, I am not thinking about it. Show me where to sign. I signed and I retired. Then I thought about it. I can't go back to Detroit because in my mind, Detroit had beat me up. So I put 5 names of 5 places in a bag that I thought I might like to live. Charlotte got in the bag only because my son lived in Raleigh. I didn't want to live in Raleigh with him because I don't want to be the kind of grandmother where you drop the kids off and keep going.
Right.
So it was Atlanta,
Right.
Phoenix, Arizona, Scottsdale, Arizona, Anniston, Alabama, and Charlotte, North Carolina. I shook the bag, asked God to guide me, and pulled Charlotte. Now, when I tell you I didn't know chick nor child in Charlotte, trust and believe, I didn't know a soul in Charlotte. But I figured this must be, I asked God to guide me, and this is what I pulled, so bam, here I am, I'm in Charlotte. During the course of my being here now for a little years, I have met some fantastic people. And when I first moved here, God put the right folk in my life, I tell you, and Gwen was one of them. She, when we met, day one, just like you and I, like I've known her,
Right.
you know, all my life.
Right.
She showed me the city around, her and Judy and Beverly. You know, it was just a whole group of them. We played bid whist, and I talk trash when I play bid whist. So
Right.
when the first game I started playing and we started talking trash, I knew I was in. Okay, but we in good. But I think about her, and I'm so grateful to God, you know, that the people He has put in my life in Charlotte. Now, all of them ain't been the greatest. Trust
Right,
me. I done
right.
met some monkeys.
Right.
Oh, believe me,
Lord.
I done met some
I
monkeys.
can imagine.
But Gwen is one of those people that I'm grateful for. I really am.
Well, I want to share. I lived in Florida. I'm originally from New York. I
Okay.
moved to Florida. Stayed in Florida for 8 years. I hated it. Absolutely, the whole time, I hated it. I didn't want to go back to New York because I felt that I failed.
Mm-hmm.
And I didn't want to go show my face. And like you said, I'm not good with failing. I think highly of myself. you
Exactly.
know.
When I set out to do it, it's going to get done.
So I knew somebody. We had grew up in New York together. And she was like, come down. I think you would really like Charlotte. We can help each other out. I came down. What she was telling me or what she said was supposed to be going on wasn't going on. Probably stayed in her house 3 months. I had to move. I literally didn't know anybody.
Mm-hmm.
I met another person through her. And she was like, look, if you got to sleep on my couch or my mama's couch, she says, until we find you an apartment, because I didn't want to live where I was. That's what I did for a week. I found an apartment, and I've been on my own since. Now, every relationship that I have gathered or thought that I had, and it was solid, I'm not even really close. Like, I'm spending a lot of time by myself these days. However, I'm grateful for that, because then that just pushes me to try different things, like this radio thing. You know what I mean? There's dreams, there's aspirations that I've thought of, but I didn't never think I could. But I'm doing that now.
Yeah.
So sometimes I had to be left alone and not so many distractions, but I could feel you with your story about meeting people, different people, and setting you up. It's like God directs your path.
Yeah. When I think what I said, shook the bag and asked God, please guide me. Let me tell you, I had some things set up for me in Scottsdale, Arizona. A friend of mine played professional basketball in France. His name is Troy Trevelyan. And he told me he was so excited when I said I was moving because he thought, that's Ricky's brother, Ricky Trevelyan is Corey's father.
Okay.
They thought I was coming out to Phoenix and Troy was going to take me to Scottsdale. I was going to open a jazz club called Junior's, serve chicken wings and just have, jazz.
Right.
So they would, when I went out there, they sent for me. We looked for the building, the whole 9 yards. But when I got back home and put this revelation up to God, God sent me to Charlotte.
Okay.
And that's why I'm here. And I think, I don't know what else He has for me to do, but I think each and every day that He wakes me up, there's a purpose. There's some place I'm supposed to be, somebody I'm supposed to see, something I'm supposed to say, something I'm supposed to do. So I make it my business, when I come out the house, I don't care how hard or how bad I might be feeling. My face is lit up and I got, because you never know what your brightness, what your highlightness can do for somebody else. They having a down day, I walk past complete strangers. My Muppet says to me that I know everybody in the world.
Yep.
And I don't. That's because I speak to anybody. My daddy once told me as a child, if you speak to a dog, it'll keep it from biting you. I took that and that's what I do. I speak to any and everybody. I came into the studio today and let me just say this, I'm not one of those people who was very shy.
Right.
If it's gonna come up, it's gonna come out. And I want to tell you that it was a 6'5" brown skinned Adonis. God. Yes. Sitting in the chair. The fellow was so long he could not fit in the chair.
Right.
And I just asked him, baby, can I go home with you or would you go home with me? He looked. He said, huh? I said, yeah, I know. I ain't begging. I'm buying. I got an account for this. So my mother always told me put $25 to the side every week. So just in case when you don't have something when you get a certain age, you ain't got to beg. You can buy. So,
Right.
my
You
daddy.
know what? I ain't messing with her because she bad. Now she bad.
I tell the
She
truth
bad.
and shame the devil. This brother is
Yeah.
fine.
I see
Milk chocolate, and he got them braids. I can play with that. That ain't none of my favorite thing, but who cares? I'm doing the hitting.
He's a god.
He's a
god.
Look like a lion. It's like, oh my God. Anyway, look, I'm going to play some more music because you're going to have me off doing some other
All
things.
right, we
My
don't
time,
do- it
we're
ain't
going to
me.
play. Listen, when she got here, she said, do you do hip hop? Now, y'all know I don't do hip hop. Y'all know I don't do rap unless it's Gil Scott-Heron or the Last
Right,
Poets.
right.
But I got company in the house, and you're supposed to do as your company asks you to do. So she wants to hear Christmas in Hollis. Y'all know what this is? This is What's on My Mind. I'm Miss Michelle, hanging out with my road dog, Lucci.
Yes,
And
yes.
she has asked for this. So guess what? She getting it.
Thank you.
Miss Adrian, can we have Christmas and Hollis, please?
Thank you very much. You know, this song right here brings back a lot of memories for me because that's the songs I grew up in New York, you know,
Okay.
Run DMC. That's like one of them traditional holiday
Yeah,
songs.
I think the Run DMC. We used to go to. I used to take my sons out on the concerts, you know, and now I try to keep up with who's rapping what. So my grandkids
Right.
think I'm hip, but I can remember going to a Run DMC concert. They didn't have no chairs. I'm like, what? I done paid for a ticket. I got to stand up. Oh, not me. So we had to. I went up. The kids were upset because I took them with me. We're not standing down here on this floor. We're going up in those stairs, and we're gonna sit in those seats way up there. And so what? And sure enough, when my Adidas walk through concert floors and roam all over Coliseum floors, before by the time Houdini got on, they was fighting in the middle of the floor.
Oh,
and I said, see what I mean? We're not doing that. We're not having the doo-wop, bebop.
Yeah.
No. But now, mind you, I initially thought when Rapper's Delight came out, I said, this is just going to be a fad. This is not going to last. How wrong was I? Because I have learned to appreciate Tupac for sure.
Yeah.
Oh, my God. Kool Moe D.
Yeah.
For sure. Now, my son says it's the beats. I don't know. I was beginning to like Snoop till he got on TV and talking about he thanked me, and nobody has ever said to me yet, and I sent out for you guys, send it to me. If he ever thanked God for any of the things that he had, please let me know, because I don't want to be wrong about the brother. But, yeah.
But I could appreciate him thanking himself because there was a lot of sacrifices. He should have thanked God first. Yeah, he should have.
And when you say sacrifice, first thing come to my mind is that elite society that don't let you talk about God. Can we, Adrian?
Okay, now.
Can we go back?
Right,
can
now.
we go back to the show?
All right, now. She just shut me down. Okay.
Yeah. Let me see who I'm gonna call. I'm gonna call I gotta call. Pick one. Yeah.
I keep showing this dag on my hands and they ain't looking too good.
Carol, please.
I know, that's it. Right. So you got to.
All right.
Ready? All right, in 3, 2. You can use that now.
I can use this now? Okay. Oh, we were talking about. Pick one. That's why I'm doing the show. I got a guest host. We running our mouths talking, and before I knew it, it was, okay, I get it, but we're doing this live. So what I'm telling Lucci is about the important people in my life, and this cat here is, and I'm not just saying it because he's on the phone and can hear me. He knows this. I say it all the time that I love him better than the fat kid loves cake. Love him to life. Let me tell you, when I was going through my divorce, this was the cat that got me through. This was the cat that explained to me, baby, you ain't the only one this has happened to.
Right.
You want the first, you want the last, and it takes two people to make a marriage work. I'm telling you, I look like a bobblehead, well-dressed crackhead. Okay. Danny, he said, baby, look, you ain't got to hit the highway because we worked together in Toledo. I lived in Detroit. He said to me, you ain't got to do that. I'm not hitting on you. I'm not on this. But if you need somebody, I'm here for you. And I promise you, from that day to this day, he has lived up to his word as a solid Christian man. I love him to life, and it ain't no sex and all that other kind of stuff, because you got to have some people in your life that you can just go to. And I can call this cat, I don't care what time, day or night, and he there for me. He has yet to ever tell me no. He has never used a cross word at me. He has never raised his voice. So now, Danny, that I blew you up and made you all this special, would you please tell me what your Christmas wish is?
What my Christmas wish is? Wow. Let me see here.
Yeah.
I think what I want for Christmas, see about 511 caramel.
Okay.
Full of the Holy Ghost.
Okay.
That's what I would like for Christmas.
Does the Holy Ghost caramel with the nice bump have a name? Or you don't want to get no name?
Her name is Felicia.
Okay, Felicia.
Okay. All right,
well, Felicia,
now.
if you happen to be listening and you can, or looking at me online, understand that I don't want my brother to be upset. I don't want him to be hurt. I don't want him to be disappointed. So if there's any way possible that you could be, under his Christmas tree on Christmas morning,
Right.
as his sister, do his chick a favor. and be there.
With a red bow on it.
Yes.
Right.
Yes. Thank you so much, sweetheart. I know you're thinking this girl done lost her mind and called me and said I did some crazy mess. But I want the world to know that, there are men in the world who are still real men.
Yeah.
They can be your road dog, your cup buddy. They don't have to always be,
Right. They can be
trying
your
to plug
friend.
you.
They can be your
a
friend.
true friend. And Danny
Right.
is to me what a real friend is.
That's wonderful.
All right, baby. Did you finish your chili? Did you make it?
I didn't hear you.
Did you finish your chili?
No, I couldn't hear you.
Have you finished your chili?
I did my chili?
Chili. You said you was making some chili.
Yeah, my chili came out good.
Right
yeah,
then.
It was good.
Right.
Excellent.
Cool bean.
Excellent.
Well, look, I'm out of here. I'll talk to you later.
All right, sweetie, love you.
Love you too.
All right, bye-bye.
That's what's up.
Yep, that cat, he was the one. And I was at work one day, and I guess I must have been, when you stress, weight is, I don't know about anybody else, I lose weight first.
Oh, yeah.
And I guess I must have been shrinking. And he stopped at my job one day, and he handed me a key. He said, I don't know what you're going through, but I'm here for you. Whatever it is. He said, if you need somebody to talk to, I'm here. So finally one day at lunch, I told him, and that's how we got to be, road dog buddies, cut buddies. So now, did you like the Christmas and Hollis?
Yeah, of course. Christmas and Hollis is always the traditional thing.
Now, that you said that before we played it, that it meant something to you. It was about in your day, and you.
Yeah, growing up, and because I'm a hip hop head. I'm old school now. You know what I mean? I'm not really with this new generation. I don't know what they got going on, but I grew up when Dougie Fresh and Slick Rick and Run DMC and Cool G Rap and the back in the day. So I really, well, it's not that, some people don't look at it as back in the day, but
I love it. She says back in the day, and I'm thinking to myself,
Right.
Dougie Fresh,
Right.
Houdini,
Yes.
Run DMC, that was
Yes.
back in the day. Well, let me take you back to my day.
Okay.
Smokey Robinson,
Yes.
The Temptations,
Well, I know
the
about
Four
them.
Tops. Oh, you gotta know about them because
My mama.
I'm
My
from
mama.
the D, and that's what I'm. So when she said back in the day, I said no, her days was
back in my days. How about
evenings
that?
for me because I was like, oh man, let me tell you, the Contours, the Temps.
Right.
Oh man,
Right.
Gee, that
I mean,
was
y'all had a good
a solid.
right.
Yeah.
It was a great time because my mom, my mom.
I
brought me
know
up
you got up on Saturday morning to clean the house.
with that music.
With that music, yes, you did.
You
And,
gonna play some music while you
Right,
clean
that's
up my
why
house.
when you say Silent Night to me, I think Temptations.
Right.
Now I said Silent Night to my producer, and she said 116, and I said, well, who is 116?
Right.
Or what is one? I didn't know. Now I'm not gonna say that I'm up on everything. I'm up on some things, and I'm trying to get up on a few more. But I had no idea who 116 was. So she said to me, 116 is a what, baby?
They're a Christian rap group.
A Christian rap group.
Okay.
So.
And 116 stands for Romans 1:16. They're not ashamed of the gospel, and they speak it through their music.
I sure hope my people can hear you. Can they hear you saying this? Then I'm gonna need you to step over here. Yeah, I don't give a flying fuck. This is my show.
Right, that's your show. You can do whatever you want to
I'm
do.
gonna need you to come right here.
Come on, Adrian.
There we go.
Oh, she
All
said.
right, Mike. All right.
Right.
Because I don't want you to miss out on what she said because
Right.
it is important. I didn't know this. Give it to me again, baby.
Yeah, so 116, it's a group under the label Reach Records. Lecrae, he's a Christian rap artist. He has a label called Reach Records, and on his label, he has different artists who preach the gospel essentially, and that's what 116, the whole group, is called. And
then is it done in rap form or?
Yeah, some rap, some R&B, but
Okay.
yes.
So what you telling me is if I ask you to play This Christmas by 116, that's what I'm gonna hear?
You're going to hear a little bit of rap, a little bit of R&B, yes.
Okay, then why don't we do that? Let's do this for me, Lucci, and expressly and especially for you because you brought it to my attention.
Yeah, she
So
lights
let's-
up. Look, she lights
Yeah, her
up. when
face
you
is
talk
lit up.
about it, too.
If you could see this smile on her,
you at
she's got a beautiful
116?
smile, but now it's like we got to
Yeah.
put our shades on because
Right. It's bright.
it's
up in
bright
here.
up in here.
Y'all
So if
are
you would
too
just
cute.
please, for me and
Yeah.
for everybody,
Right.
This Christmas by 116.
Yep.
Is that all right, Adrian?
Good.
Okay.
All righty
Wonderful.
then, wonderful. But see, ain't nothing like learning something new. I had no concept of 116 or 611 or 911 or one of that.
Right,
I
right.
wouldn't have known.
Right.
She's
This
been,
is the first I've heard of it too.
Yeah.
So
So
that's good. Because it's
I'm
always
glad
good.
to be able to to
Learn something
learn
new.
something new.
Every
Heck
day
yeah.
you can learn
Heck
something
yeah.
new. That's
Heck
the
yeah.
wonderful thing about living life.
Yep.
You could always take in some new information and learn some good, positive stuff.
My
you know?
daddy used to tell me all the time, you get up in the morning and you live your life. You walk, you work, and you learn. But if you get ready to lay down at night and you have not learned anything new, you can sleep over the next morning.
Yeah, because it was a waste.
You know,
It was a
you're
waste.
supposed to learn something new every day.
Right.
And I thank my father, Mr. A.W. Turner Jr., for that. Rest in peace. Lord knows I loved my daddy.
Right. I was a daddy's girl too.
Yeah, and people don't understand that. You know, that was, well,
Yeah, everything was
greatest
about my
man in the world was my daddy.
That's right.
For
After a
real,
while,
for
I'm
real,
like,
for
hey,
real.
Don't talk to my daddy like that.
Look, no, we don't know.
No.
So whatever.
No women don't act up now. That's my
Really?
daddy.
Hello, Mr. Leroy Gilmore. If you'll wait just 2 or 3, 4 seconds, I'm going to put you live on the radio and you're going to tell me what your Christmas wish is. Hold on 1 second. We good to go. Now, if Adrian take me back to this radio after we heard 116. Okay.
Yeah, first of all,
That's
I'd
Leroy.
like to say just my blessings, and if you want to make God laugh, tell him your plans.
Oh,
That's the truth.
That
is the truth. You want to...
So my thing is just keep blessing me holidays and all next year.
That is a wonderful thing to say. We just played this song by 116, and then they're not ashamed of the gospel either. So to ask for, to continue to be blessed, that's the perfect thing to ask for Christmas.
Yeah, that's right.
It really is.
That's right.
This is my friend, Mr. Leroy Gilmore.
Hey, Leroy.
This is my friend, Miss... Oh, man, Leroy, I got one sitting right next to me for you. Yeah, I do. I do. When I get off the phone, we're going to talk about Miss Lucci because she fly. Oh my God!
She trying to hook me up.
Yeah, I'm trying to hook you up. I'm gonna hook you up.
That's a blessing. That's a blessing.
You hear that? So stay by the phone, Mr. Gilmore. We're gonna call you later on when we're off the show. Thank you for that.
Oh, she just
And I'll holler at you soon. Yeah. All right.
Okay, then.
Bye bye. I will. Bye-bye.
Call him. You
I
didn't
will.
call me.
I will. He don't know. See.
What?
I'll call you. I'll call you.
Me
Mhm,
up
for
on
sure.
her show. When the show air?
This year. Yeah, what?
No, listen.
We
Right now.
Sunday?
Right now.
Right now. It's airing right now. And
Right
so,
now.
you know what? We doing what we doing.
Right.
And this what I do. Now what you
Right.
need to do is sometime every now and then miss church. Come on down and flow with me,
Okay, and you're right. But I'm gonna just let you know something now.
Uh-oh.
I'm gonna just let you know.
Let me know something. You already got a man.
I was praying about some things. You
Okay.
know?
And okay.
And I'm gonna just let you know. I think God done answered that prayer.
Well, see, that's what he does.
He does
That's
do
what
that.
he does.
I
He
mean, it
answers
took him
prayer.
a while. I'll be like, Lord, I've been
Girl,
waiting.
look,
I've
God
been
does
waiting.
not wear a watch.
Wait, I know, but that's what I had to learn. I had to learn it's
Yeah.
on his time. It ain't my time.
Right.
It ain't on what we doing. It's all about him.
Exactly.
So I'm a little excited because I said, I don't think I'm coming into 2019 by myself.
Well, look here.
I was just saying.
If I have to be with my shadow, me and my shadow, I don't care. As long
Right.
as my faith in God is where
Right.
it needs to be. Come to think of it, New Year's Eve, I joined this dance group at church. Lord knows I don't know what I thought I was thinking. But I was trying to branch out and open new doors and try new things,
Right.
so I could just be out there. So we're dancing New Year's Eve at 10 o'clock. Preferably I'd be able to dance and get home because I'm from the deep where they shoot guns and carrying on. I try to be wherever I'm going to be
Right.
at 12 o'clock.
12, yeah.
So that wherever it is I am, I got my hand on my Bible and I'm around some positive people, or I'm by myself, just me and God. That's my preference. So, yeah, New Year's Eve. I don't want to go into 2019 with 2018's trash,
Right.
baggage,
Right. That's
whatever
what I'm
else.
saying.
And I want a whole new outlook, perspective. Jesus' joy is what I'm looking for.
That's what's
I really want some Jesus joy. I
what's
want
up.
somebody to understand that I can have all y'all and it'd be cool, be all right. We all be road dogs, cup buddies. But what I really want is some Jesus joy. I need joy down in my heart. Like I said, that joy to the world meant a whole lot to me. And we might play it at the end of this week anyway.
Right.
But I need to understand. I need you to understand that I don't want to walk through this life by myself. And I
Of
know
course.
God has not I don't
He
think
don't design it. He didn't
I don't
design
think he
us
designed
that.
me.
No, he didn't
Peter,
design
I
none
just-
of us like that.
But I have to wait. Like I said, I'm not looking for the Boaz. I'm waiting on God to send me who. Ooh, man, I can't say that. But
Right.
whosoever he sings, you know, then that's the AZ I'm looking for.
This is the thing. It happens so quick, and you know, when you ask God for something, and when He do it, and it blows your mind.
That's what it's supposed to do.
Oh my God! I was like, yo, is this happening? Lord, you sure? Like, what you want me to do? Just go with the flow. Take your hands off of it.
So, and
Right?
right. And see,
Right.
and sometimes where I fail is I have all the faith and trust in
Yes.
everything you need in God.
Yes.
Sometimes I doubt myself.
Ooh.
See, and that's where the bump comes.
Right. But
Now,
you know, I don't. You don't give off that vibe that you doubt
because
anything
I don't do it in
about
public.
yourself.
Oh, I know. Now, mind you, I know I'm the stuff, but there are some things that things that you can't control. Mm-hmm. Then you have to kind of step back and say, okay, now let me figure which way this is gonna go, how I'm gonna do this, because I'm not in control.
Yeah, but you have so much knowledge. Let me tell you something. Like, I met you, we got together, and it was just like I've just vibed. Like, you have this personality that people flock to you. You know, you have this level of confidence that, guess what? What you say it out of pure D love. Some people might
Take it the wrong way.
They might take it the wrong way, but
Yep.
it's just real.
It's easier to tell the truth and be who you are than it is to fake and tell a story.
That's
my
it.
daddy told me nobody on the face of the earth deserves the LIE because God knows the truth.
Right.
And ain't nobody else greater than God. And as far as who and what I am, I am. That's it. I am what I am.
And that's
all
what
I
makes
am.
you such a beautiful person. I fell in love with her. I was like, yo, I gotta be on your show. And somebody
Thank
else was
you.
trying to get. I said, hold up, I'm going first. Like, I'll be there first because I got her. She gotta
Thank
take me
you.
under her wing.
Thank you.
And,
You
and the
are
way
such
you
a
give
sweetheart.
stuff, you give.
It's easier to give than I'm telling you. If your
Yes.
hand is balled up, you can't give nothing, but you can't receive nothing. In the middle of your hand, right there, those are all the blessings that God has for you if you just open up and receive them. And sometimes, you can get a double do. If you fighting, you fighting that man, that devil, that Satan, whatever, let your hands go. God got you.
Right.
These are blessings, and all you need to do is understand that, get with the program, and you will be just fine. Like I said, I don't wear a watch because I know God don't wear a watch. I do everything in His time. It may not be when I want it, but there's a song that says He's always right on time. And I believe that.
And
So,
I'm learning that.
Yeah.
I'm learning because I'm built with no
when you
patience.
pray, pray for that. You pray for
Right, I do.
understanding. You pray for patience.
But you gotta be careful what you pray for because then He'll send certain things for that patience to build. Like you're gonna go through some things when you pray.
Yeah, but see, when you pray,
patience,
but when you're
you know?
praying for patience, you should already be going through something. Don't ask God for something you don't need.
No, I ask Him for patience because I'm going through something.
All right, then He gonna give
that
you
I need
patience
to
for
be
that.
able to just
He will give
chill
you
and
the
hold
patience.
on. But then it just seemed like I'm bombarded, like the bulls coming through.
Yeah,
so
well,
I'm like, okay, Lord.
Now
I
the
got
Bulls.
you. The
Let me
Bulls.
think, man. If Michael had been on the Bulls coming through, then I'd have been all right. 'Cause I think, Charlotte. I want to say my son is the reason, but I had every intention in my mind of marrying Michael Jordan. He just didn't catch it. He didn't catch on.
but
he went on and did some other stuff.
But
before.
he is here in Charlotte.
Yeah, he's Charlotte, but I don't do married men.
Oh,
and so,
okay, yeah,
so
well, okay, I forgot,
Michael,
yeah.
wherever you are, you do a good thing. Anyway, like I said, we're gonna play some miracles. Because I mentioned last week about Smokey Robinson. It's Christmas time by Smokey Robinson and the Miracles. And then we're gonna come back and talk some more. We talk. I don't even know what kind of time I'm working with. So Adrian ain't holding her hands up. So we just gonna go ahead and go with this Christmas time. Do I have to make another phone call? Who else I can call while we at this? Adrian, take us to It's Christmas Time by the Miracles.
Oh, you are the bomb, lady. You the bomb.
Oh, Adrian,
bomb.
Adrian, I'm telling you, she ain't no joke when it comes to this.
Right.
I promise you.
I'll be like,
promise you.
Adrian.
Yo, Adrian.
Right,
Yep.
Right.
I was gonna call my Aunt Myra, but my Uncle Junie might answer the phone
Yeah, so
again.
I only have one son too. Isn't that like so ironic? You run into somebody that is kind of similar.
But see, I don't think it's ironic. I think God puts people in your life for a reason, a season, and sometimes for leaving. But nonetheless, nonetheless, it is what it is. Right. I don't have nobody else to call. I think if you know what, forget about calling. I'm just gonna talk to you.
Okay. Yeah, because I need you to talk to me.
Okay. What we gonna talk about?
I want you to guide me in a direction of being able to be so comfortable in my skin. You're comfortable in your skin.
Yeah.
You are comfortable with who you are and what you
Yeah.
represent. I want to arrive to that place.
Well, see, that's not an arrival. It's not anything that you have to arrive at. That's something that you should know. Because there's, people, when they made me, they broke the mold. Of course they broke the mold. God only made one of you unless you're a twin. And then at that much, you may look alike, but you don't think alike. So you need to know that God has your back, and no weapon formed against you can prosper. And once you get that in your head, you step out. Step out on faith that no matter what, I'm doing it. Okay, so let me get back to, where are we? I don't even know what we're doing. Okay, well, are we live or are we on the radio?
You gotta come back.
Okay, come back.
That's wonderful.
Let me go back.
I like how you just maneuver. Hey, it is what it is.
Okay, we ready? Look here, Chicky Wicky. I'm glad you came and hang out with me for the day.
Yes.
You have got to do it again.
Yes,
We've
ma'am.
had a ball, and we got so many more things that we need to talk about.
Yeah.
But Adrian is giving me the zip, zip, zip sign, so I'm gonna zip. And instead of playing my theme song, Ordinary Joe, if she'll just take us out again with my Whitney's Joy to the World. And we wish from us to you,
Yes.
joy.
Joy. Oh, it was absolutely wonderful.
Yeah,
We got to do it again.
Yes, we do.
We got to do it
So
again.
now that I know you're working